yellow bamboo's knocked over there up above. Something blew it over.
Just can't get the angle I want here. I'll just have to go with that.
Oh, he's starting to move down that shrimp a little bit. Wow, that came off pretty easy, didn't it?
Oh, I didn't really want it to happen that
No,
way, but I've got it.
Amazingly fragile, the connection of that sponge on the substrate. That was strange.
I hope I didn't.
You know, got a bamboo. You basically got the assortment pack here.
Okay, and if you track me with the mini Zeus, please. Hope I didn't squash the poor thing.
You got at least one of them. I think they're both are okay.
All right. Just get over here.
They're down at the bottom there, I think, trying to figure their way out of here. So.
Hi guys, this is Mary Wasted. Did you get a sponge with shrimp?
That's what we're doing right now, Mary. We're putting it in the box right now. We think the shrimp was still in there.
Shove out the drawer.
Tried to grab it in such a way. I'm pretty sure they are.
All right.
Unless you tore that sponge in two, I don't know how they could get out.
Yeah, that's it. He grabbed them below the pair of them.
Okay, that's all we got.
All right, track me again a little bit further here.
So it's able to push itself out.
Yeah. Just get a partial close of the drawer.
Now it would open up a hole for the shrimp to get out. You might be able to push it down.
Okay, start closing.
Where's that camera? The nip cam.
Hold. Oh. Okay. A little bit more close. Don't.
We can trap it.
Well, yeah, if we open that again, it's gonna cut that in. What do you think, Chris?
Can you zoom in on that just to make sure
Yeah,
the shrimp aren't in that
Zoom,
part?
Mini Zeus, please.
Because
Track on in there.
yeah, as long as they're down inside.
The shrimp. Oh, the
Okay.
shrimp are. Wait, stop zooming in for a second.
Right. Yeah, I think we're okay. I just think
Okay.
that's just the end of the
Yeah.
sponge
All
there.
right.
Yeah.
Close it up.
Okay.
Don't let them get away.
Great.
We'll not open
Thank
that
you.
one again.
Perfect, thank you. So, Mary, if you're still on the line, I think we got them.
Yay!
Okay. Let's see. Just track me while I stow here, if you would, please.
We all zoomed out.
Thank you.
The only specimens of these shrimp that are available are things that were brought up in the sponge, and most of them are very old specimens and they're beat up. So this would be really an exciting thing to see. Of course, I know it's got to be taken all the way back home and analyzed and recorded and that, but I sure am looking forward to seeing them.
Terrific, Mary. Thanks for calling in. And, yeah, thanks. The other, earlier on this dive, I think it was earlier, we were taking a close-up of the shrimp and trying to figure out if they were shrimp, and they looked
Okay.
really weird
With that.
from at least the top. It took us a while to even see if they were shrimp. And then it may have just been the perspective. But, yeah, this is something different, and the bonus is that there's some weird cnidarian that's all over the sponge, and we got some bamboo branches in there as well, I think. So, good collection. Thank you.
That was fun.
Well, this is terrific. I have to sign off, and it was just pure luck that I happened to sign on to have a look at this. So
Yeah.
I'm quite excited about this, and I thank you a lot.
Yeah, thank you, Mary. All right.
The video zoom in because there's another one. Or is it hold? No, that's not. It just looks that way from the distance. Okay, wide, please. That little piece of spring, see it in starboard, the nip. That little piece we chopped off the end of the sponge there, right down the lower corner.
Yeah.
Okay, I won't get back where I belong.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that was our very first collection of the day, because we haven't been able to get any rocks with this consolidated substrate. Oh, there's a fish. Oh, this is a different one too. If we could get a zoom on this one. It's an ophidiid, but a different species, I think.
Okay, video, zoom partial. Now hold that.
This is an ophidiid, and it, I think it is. Well, poor Bruce, he's missing this one. We've been seeing a lot of fish here today, and unfortunately he couldn't join us. I guess this is Bazogigas question mark is what I'll log him as. That's fine, thank you, pilot.
Wide, please. Swimming crinoid there, I think. Yep.
Ooh, we got another
What is it?
shot of the swimming crinoid.
Yeah,
Those are always popular.
Yeah,
for
he's
the
way up
sky.
there, isn't he?
This guy's coming to take a look.
Oh, look at this coming right in. The
Hey, Dave,
Hi, Dan.
is the ship moving already?
Don't know.
That ship was stopped for that sample.
Snap zoom on the sponge there.
Yeah, the shrimp are in there.
Yeah, that's
Hold.
Telephacus, I think. Oh, this one?
Well, there's something white in there.
And then there's another one up top.
A little more zoom now. All that.
It is another isopod inside the Wolterior sponge. Yeah, that's what we were imaging earlier. It's kind of interesting. It wasn't just an odd event or a fluke.
And there's a little shrimpy in there too, I think. Any need for closer look?
No, I think we're good. That was
Something
good.
up
Thank
top.
you.
Another white one. Oh no, crinoid.
All right. Wide, please.
Brittle star.
So I'm going to turn my head to port a bit.
I'm coming
come
back
over?
to
Okay.
where I belong.
All right.
I was chasing fish.
A little update on the dive. We just got word from Dan Rogers here, and we're about halfway up the slope of this volcano, and we're about halfway through our dive time today. So we're at a nice even pace, but we are gonna try to make the summit for sure.
Guyot. Ready for another move? Guys are nice setup.
Hopefully
Good.
getting close-ups and
Copy.
at least one more biologic and a rock or two on our way up. Did we get the lasers on, please, pilot?
Yes.
Yes, laser's coming on.
Yeah, so some of the comments about that sponge grab that I'm just getting caught up with in the event log. Yeah, so Sako was saying that was a great grab, pilot, and we got the coral too, and got a lot there, and of course it surprised us it came off very quickly. And Megan McCullough was noticing the fish that was going by as well. So thank you. Thank you all. So if you've just joined us, we are on a volcanic cone on a flat top seamount or guyot that we mapped just last night for the first time ever. And we chose this dive site in the hopes of getting a volcanic rock, but we haven't been able to get one yet because it's all solidified. But we found this beautiful community of bamboo corals as well as other corals that are on the slope of this cone, so it was really a great way to in this particular
About
cruise.
15 degrees off of my
This is
south
our
heading
final
to right
dive
now.
of
Pilot.
La Lima Oka Moana, which is the title of our cruise, Partnerships in the Sea.
I'll follow you back.
Our current depth is 1,800 and about 96
There we
meters.
go. Now we're about aligned.
There's a fish over to the right.
Fishing.
Amazed by how many fish are here at the site. Did he go off or is he still there?
It was in one of those little next to the yellow bamboo coral in the center. Up lasers up to the top to the left.
Up and left. Okay, I'll head over that away.
Yeah, right there, and then just up a little.
Okay.
See the movement?
I don't yet, but I'll go
Dead
look.
center.
Oh, there he is.
Or
That's
is it a shrimp?
Yeah.
Oh, my mistake.
Yeah, I don't.
Well, wait a minute. There is something. What? Oh, that's just a whip.
That's the shrimp, I think.
No, there is. Oh, there actually is. There's an eel right next to it.
Is it? Wait, zoom, please.
There's two of them. There's. It's a
piece of
whip.
Coral. Yeah.
Sorry.
I thought so too.
Yeah.
What
All
is
right, so now we're even. What was my bizarre ID?
now I'm
an
just
octopus that turned out to be an anemone.
Now I'm just hallucinating
and
corals.
now you
eels.
You got a fish that turned out to be a coral whip. That's all right. We're even. A very straight coral stalk right in front of us, pilot. It's above the lasers. I wonder if we could take a look at that. These are, again, almost all bamboos, but there's so many different species in this diverse family. Not sure we got this one yet today.
Okay, a little more zoom.
It's indeed a bamboo coral.
That's too much zoom. Move up a little bit. Hold that. Oh, wait a second here. I see what's happening. Oh. We'll get a toe down here in just a second. Okay, good to zoom.
Max.
Yeah, so looks like there are polyps on all sides, just they're bending over a little bit in the current that's coming from right to left. And that means, I was trying to figure this out, so that means the current is going...
It's coming from the west.
From the west to the east. Okay, so it's reversed, because it was opposite this morning. Okay, thank you, pilot.
Wide,
Whenever the video
please.
is ready.
Hey, Copilot, keep an eye on Sirius BSR. Looks like there's one floppy piece in there.
You know what
Yeah,
this
I've been-
community needs, don't
Thanks,
you,
I've been
Chris?
checking it out.
Needs to
But I'll
see
Some
continue
colorful
to-
Starfish?
Yeah, some colorful starfish here.
Yeah.
It doesn't look like it's
well,
gotten
like I
any
said,
worse
there's probably some
since the beginning of our shift.
isolating factor, like
Yeah.
the currents
Just
are
wanna
too
keep an eye
strong
on it.
or
Definitely, yeah.
doesn't allow them to settle or something. There's something weird about the distribution that I don't understand, because sea stars down here, it's like they occur by themselves and then they vanish. There's nothing else for the rest of the day. Makes me wonder what factors influence settlement.
Well, the other thing that was weird is we had a lot of different stuff right when we got to the bottom this morning, and then pretty much we've had the same kind of subset of all of those ones we imaged earlier on. You know, here, there's
You wanna
one
call another
primnoid
ship
in
move
there,
here
the
in about
little
another
unbranched one here that can't.
Yeah, I was actually waiting until 56 to ask. but
Telegorgia
you're
we've
ready.
seen all day.
Perfect.
This is a pretty
Yeah, I
scene.
can
Look
put
at
it in.
this. That's a nice postcard view. Send a mom hi from the deep sea. A magnificent coral forest, though.
They seem to be getting bigger
Yeah, they're
and denser.
Yep. Definitely getting denser. I just can't even imagine what the summit is going to look like.
Well, let's hope that it's similar to the others. What's curious about the others is that it's not just that the forest aspect increased, but the diversity overall increased, as if the fact that you had all of these corals and sponges just kind of in itself created more diversity. That'd be an interesting observation if that was the case.
One thing about this community is I assume it's pretty old. These are pretty big bamboos, and for this many to have grown this tall, it's been around for a while.
There's
something there.
Sea cucumber to the left.
Yeah.
I guess
And there was a Ketognath that just went by us. And
a black coral with a squat lobster, the umbrella
Copilot, if you
pathies.
kill that aft light on D2, that would help.
There's Starapathes. I think maybe it's a
That's not it.
Bathopathes. Yes, Starapathes. I see
Which
some
light is that?
sub-branching off to the right
I
side of
can't
it.
remember.
Second from top row. Third from the left.
LED upper.
Yeah, I think that's it.
That's better.
That's the one.
Okay. I was giving video a headache there.
They're
Look at
as
all
far
these
as I can give you
pillows.
right now, but we
Yeah.
do ship move in.
Yeah, I just puppied off there a
is
little
that
bit.
more of the slope, or is that a wall? It's a slope,
Where's
right?
that?
Oh no, I'm just looking at all of the pillows. I'm just it's a slope, right? It's not a
Yeah,
wall.
it's a big slope
Yeah.
of just draped with pillow lava flows that are just flowing downhill when this thing was erupting. Or, I mean, you can see their paths as
Yeah.
they move down slope.
Yeah.
Look
So
at the
this-
size of some of these bamboos out here.
There's one that one bamboo with a big white
Yep.
thing,
Base?
right? Is it a base?
Yeah.
Oh well.
So this is the view
Fooled me.
Yeah.
due east.
Due east,
Due
okay.
east, and there's a bit of current coming down. Actually, there's a little downward component. I feel myself having to push into it a little bit harder.
So that would mean south. Is that what you're
Well,
saying, Pilot?
Yeah, let me just let go here for a moment and see where I end up.
Does look like it's coming down slope.
Yes. Yeah, the particles are, and I have a sensation of having to push a little bit harder to make progress.
Big Metallogorgia in front of us. Like there's a munidopsid squat lobster up
That one
ahead.
in the distance back there?
Yeah, there's
That
dead
guy?
Freid sponge.
Yeah. Don't worry, co-pilot. I'll be back in just a second.
So are you sticking with your west to east current direction after that?
When I get back in the center, I'll do another drift test. But I can see things waving around here, and they're all kind of pointed downhill. I mean, look at this this quivering
Right.
coral right here. So I think we might be seeing a switch where a major component is more downhill or south.
Okay.
Could be an eddy. Don't know.
No, there's a fish.
Yeah.
My
Red deer,
goodness,
yeah.
we've more fish than we've seen
Soon
today.
fish.
I can
Hold
turn.
that. No, I'll be
Yeah.
back in just a second.
I'm trying to
Just
think of
get a
how
quick
many fish
ID.
we've seen today.
Let's go.
This is this Kumba species, I think.
He's coming right for me. Okay, I have to go back west and rejoin my co-pilot. He keeps me on a short leash.
There's a corallium. It's the hemicorallium, and well, that's looking up slope. Still plenty of stuff up ahead. Oh, there's some big stuff.
Yeah, looks like some more filter feeders on this Voltaria.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, Chrysogorgia that we just went by. Oh, there's a nice forest of bamboos. Look at that. Some of these are well over. Is that, what about, that's an anemone. Okay. I'm trying to, whoa, what is the stalk that's going way up here? The Ritagorgia stalk? Are you kidding me? That's dead. I mean, how big was this thing when it was alive? Now, that's pretty good size.
Huh. Interesting.
Yeah, Les Watling measured one in Northwest Hawaiian Islands over 5 meters, I think, years ago. Yeah, this one used to be maybe a competitor for that record, but it's probably long since dead, given all the stuff that's run on the stock.
Okay, so my head is due south, and I've just let go of everything to see which way I drift. And there's more backwards in it than to the left, so it's more out of the south from the west now, or down slope. So something's changing.
Okay. Well, thank you, pilot. We can go ahead and proceed up slope, see if we can get that summit and find Gonna be a tall order today.
Something to sum it all up for the day.
Yeah, we want to sum it all up. That's very good. In fact, we probably are going to have to do some type of summing up at the end of this
All right,
dive.
Brett, ready for another
this
move?
whole cruise, right?
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, lots of the other side of glamour of research and these sorts of explorations is the reports.
Which is
Me again.
looming
Yes.
out of the darkness for us.
Yes.
Yeah, we weren't really planning on taking it easy on the transit back anyway, right, Chris?
That's why we have. That's why we left. That's why we left all of our reports right to the very end.
Well, no, we've been doing our daily reports every day. There's only the big one that's at the end, but anyway. Yeah, it's just an amazing community, and actually I was hoping to find a really rich bamboo community down here in the monument. We've seen some really high-density communities. We had a corallid high-density community one day, that incredible sponge land that we were in a few days ago. The plexora, the yellow ones.
Spongeland was amazing.
Yeah, Spongeland was truly amazing, that's true.
The plexorid site was nice, mainly because the other things that lived there. It made me wonder, sort of, at what point do you get that kind of explosion and diversity when you go beyond what's just a bunch of the same species over and over.
Right. The interesting thing about it is that this community has continued all the way up the slope from, I mean, it was reasonable community when we started, and then it's just been picking up speed as we've gone up toward the summit. But we never really had a bare spot on this pinnacle anywhere. There's a long bamboo whip with anemones overgrowing it. Another vase sponge like the one we collected. Probably Dictyolis. Anthomastus. Okay, we need something startlingly new.
I upset the...
Oh, there's a crinoid. Well, a swimming crinoid will do for now.
We still haven't captured one on the run, using its feet
Well, we need to find the right kind of stock crinoid, I think.
Stocked or
No,
unstocked?
I've seen them actually, for the lack of a better word, scrabble across the,
Oh, sure,
the rocks with their
Some of the shallow
feet.
water ones do that.
Yeah.
I know.
More paragorgia. They're very spaced out, the paragorgias, but they're still here. Saw them in the beginning. I'm looking for one of the live versions of those sponges that were knocked over there. So far we've seen 2 dead colonies. This isn't it. This is the Bolosomini new genus that we saw earlier. But these Skeletor-like sponges, I've seen 2 dead ones already and not a single live one. This is a little strange. This is Bolosomini new genus. It's a stocked euplectellid or vase glass sponge. We call these the ET sponges.
Oh, because of the eyes.
Because of the eyeballs, which are just 2 osculum or holes in the sponge on one side that give it, that look like eyeballs from a distance. Palagorgias. Yeah, we're seeing over and over the same things.
I'm ready when you are now.
Copy. I just want to wait another minute so we don't stack on too much. Should move into 2 minutes ago, so you still have a couple minutes to swing.
Yeah, sounds good.
Snap zoom.
Got something? Another little base sponge up there.
Yeah. Oh, it's just a wee little one. There is something inside.
Yeah, that's a weird.
Why?
That's a Dictyalis sponge. Again, another one of these bases. So it's the same thing with the base sponges as with the corals. There's just a few different types, but they keep recurring over and over again.
A lot of deadfall in this forest.
All right, Copad, I can put that
There's
move
another
in
one
if
of
you're ready.
the I4 clade bamboos. There's a shrimp in the water column. Pretty spectacular no matter what. Yeah, there's a lot of animals down here, but just the amount of life that's on this cone, basically almost 2,000 meters below the surface of the sea, is just extraordinary when you think about it. Pressure here is very, very high. Like the inside of a fully charged scuba tank. The water temperature is something like 2 degrees. What is the water temperature right now? It is about 2 degrees Celsius, I think 2 to 3 degrees Celsius, just above freezing. Totally black. Without our lights, we'd be seeing nothing. It'd be totally dark. There's some nice sized colonies. Yeah, look at that.
So it's about, how many different species did you end up counting for this area? About 7? 8? A dozen?
More than that. In the beginning, we were just imaging one new thing after another. And then it kind of, we reached an asymptote there. And then
hey, Dave, flick that over to the right.
Yep. Don't know. Zoom, please. All right, hold there.
Gelatinous.
Look, are you forgetting something?
I know. Okay, it's like the buses, they're all coming along at once. I guess it's a ctenophore.
Okay, a little bit more zoom. Yeah, hold that there. I think I can track that.
Think it's alive?
Not sure.
Because you don't see the teeny moving.
Yeah. Well, the lights have to be shining on it in the right way.
Mm.
Yeah, see, there's when the lasers shine on them the right way, they shimmer.
I see.
Yeah, it's a ctenophore. Huh.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah. All right, now let's get down to business. Over to the left. After we're done, yeah, see, it's still kind of nice shooting the lasers off the teen rows there.
Yeah, let's stick with this for a while. Maybe we'll lose the starfish. No, we wouldn't do that.
You know what? Those starbursts in the room, they're gone now.
You know, I'm eating starburst in your honor. See, starburst?
Yes, I guess so.
Oh, he's still there.
Yeah.
Let's zoom back in just for a second. I'm curious what happens when it touches down.
What happens when it gets caught in a bamboo?
Yeah.
You know, this actually reminds me, I've got a joke. So, why did why did the jelly roll?
Apparently at 90 degrees.
Why did the jelly roll, Chris?
Because it saw the apple turnover. It was a jelly joke. Here we are. We're looking at, you know, a Tinaphore, but it's
That was
close
barely a
enough.
joke. It's interesting, though. I think whatever that is glowing. I mean, there's the teen rose on the outside, but the I think whatever those internal structures are actually lit up. That's interesting.
Yeah. Les was pointing out that this dive has the highest number of I-4
I'm
clade
looking back at
specimens
you
of
now.
any site he's ever been on. These are the candelabra, I think,
believe we're still
bamboo
moving.
corals, and yeah, there's
Okay,
been a
live
ton of them.
please video.
So yeah, thanks,
Yeah,
Les.
copy. Ships in motion.
Okay.
Well,
So the Sea Star was up to the left, as I recall.
this is not an imaginary sea star.
No.
It is a real one.
Oh,
when
boy.
you were zooming in on the jelly.
Okay. Well, I have some catching up to do here before I irritate my co-pilot.
There it is. On the lower
Yeah.
left.
Yeah.
On the,
straight,
web.
straight
Zoom?
ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Zoom please video. Yes.
Munching away.
Okay, hold there and I'll sneak up on him. Could bolt at any moment.
Matt just called it a beast. He's getting into it.
I'm
Sorry.
I'm going to be civil for the sake of the fact that he does all of that work for us.
That's
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. This looks like another Eva plasoma, the kind that we saw earlier. Boing.
Stand by. Okay, we're
Yeah. You can see how the branches sort of laid out directly down the middle of the 2-foot row.
we're stable. If you want more zoom, lasers could
Sure.
come off.
If we can get
The
something
beauty.
on the, if we can get the stomach, if it's averted. I don't know if it. No, I don't think the stomach's out, but
I can come around the other
Yeah.
side in a little bit. Have a look here.
no, I don't think it's necessary. I don't think it's actually like extended. I think it's just
Okay.
kind of in the middle of crawling or whatever.
All right. Well, let's come out a little video and
Sure.
get a beauty shot, and then we'll move on.
That's kind of a nice scene there with the starfish and the corals in the background.
Let me know when you're happy there, Bob.
Les said he was eating another D2 clade bamboo, so that's good
Yeah,
to
they were
know.
mentioning that. I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure
Okay.
Thanks.
this is the same species as the other one too, Forcipifera.
Ready for lasers back on?
Yeah.
Lasers coming on.
Great, thank you.
Can we zoom on the top of that with all the crinoids?
Got
Okay.
you just about
Oh,
ready.
you see a lot of stocks. We'll get another one, Megan. Might be it.
Oh, I'm still behind.
Okay. Well, let's get caught up.
Just do
There's a
little
nice
bit of-
sized bamboo. Look at that colony up ahead.
Wow.
There's another anemone in there. What is that? Snap zoom, please.
I think it's an anemone. It's maybe an octopus again. Just joking.
No, wait a minute.
It's an anemone. Boy, was that a bad call.
Yeah.
Okay, wide, please.
Sorry.
Well, no, I
Yep.
mean the egg was reasonable. There's
Yeah.
an egg-shaped thing there.
Yeah, that anemone is Actinoscyphia, I'm pretty sure. One that seems to specialize on living on corals and other stick-like structures.
All right, Guyot, ready for another move?
Yes.
Copy.
Fish.
Yes.
Oh, we have a fish up ahead.
Oh, yeah, look at that.
Well, the other one was a shrimp.
Yeah, we can zoom.
Another I-4 clade for less wattening than those candelabra bamboos. Yeah, looks like another one of these kumbas. It's a kumbaya, my friend.
See, I was wondering earlier if there's a species named Ya, because then that would be.
Somebody was talking about it.
Okay, wide, please.
Might have been Scott France's recommendation one year when we were seeing a lot of those. That'd be great if they figured it out and named it that.
I've heard stranger things.
Andy, you want to come in here for a while so you can have your farewell to 1706 flight?
Can we zoom in on? There's a brown ball, I think, down on the bottom.
I'll be on the next cruise if you want to.
The lower part of the screen.
Lower part. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, zoom, please. I didn't catch it, Andy.
Over to the
I'll be on the
right.
next cruise if you want to finish it out.
I don't know. Maybe it's
It's an enemy closed up a hormathiid.
yeah, sea anemone.
Yeah.
What's kind of a sad-looking thing?
Well, he's just sleeping.
Yeah.
He looks alive. He's just closed up.
Yeah.
Dormez-vous.
Okay, we can move on.
Wide?
Thank you. Yeah, it's just dormant.
He had that cookie after lunch.
No kidding.
How many days to Hanukkah?
There's the one Les was commenting on that he's seen more of these than anywhere else in any place he's ever dove, these candelabra bamboos and the I-4 clade. A lot of metallogorgia here, yeah, that's true. Just looking at some of the chat room comments.
There's something. Oh, it's a shrimp. Never mind.
I don't know if we have. Wait a minute, is that a shrimp? Zoom, please.
Yeah.
Yeah, looks like a
Oh, he's
Canthophira.
just turning,
He's doing a power drift.
yeah, power rolls and stuff.
Yep, drunken shrimp. That's what it is.
I don't know if we have more shrimp or octopus.
Okay.
I've started developing sort of a hypothesis that it's going to reach a critical mass at a certain point, and as we add more taxa, it'll start to just become more. Because that seems to be what happens with the other cones.
Could be, but you know, sometimes we've been really surprised where these communities taper out, and then you get just a switch over to a different group of animals for
That's
some
true.
unexplained reason.
Yeah, that's true.
Bailout.
Crash.
It's a hard landing.
So that's Andy on the stick now?
No, he's resisting.
He's resisting, okay.
It's easier to nap over in the co-pilot chair than it is in the pilot chair. So
No, that's fine. I'll have to refrain from my joke. I was going to tell him, no problem.
doesn't apply to co-pilots.
No. It was at your expense, by the way, too.
Oh, dear me.
There's something in there. I mean,
Here we go with the brittle stars jumping off
Yeah,
of the
look
corals.
at that.
See the
Oh,
thing?
wait. What is that?
Yeah.
Zoom, please.
What?
Well, that's
What?
what we're trying to answer. Slowly. See, you outran me there. That thing. What's that?
Now would be the time to say leftover octopus egg.
This is it? This is your big new find? Dave?
Well,
It looks like somebody lost their Kleenex.
well, yes, it does. I'm sure there's a rational scientific explanation,
Yeah.
which is, why we brought you along.
I thought you were looking at some incredible huge crab or something you were going to zoom in on.
Stand by here. Let me get.
Okay.
We'll get
Right,
right
we're
in
getting
there.
a close up of this one.
Of
So
the toilet paper.
I said Kleenex, right?
I know you did. That's a brand name, though. Be careful. You can tell it's the end of the cruise, can't you?
Yeah. And so can everybody on shore too.
Is it mucus, leftover mucus from a larvation?
No, it's.
My guess is it's probably some kind of egg case. I mean, something we haven't identified yet. They turn up from time to time, or it could be something like that comb jelly, something dead that just kind of catches as it gets tossed around on the currents. We can move on. I think it's something the coral will probably eat.
Well, I thought it was mucus too, but it's not.
It's not?
It's not.
They've got it.
Oh, dear.
Wide, please.
Time to leave.
It might be tissue, or it might be a glucopolysaccharide.
There we go. Now we're getting back to science.
Yeah,
That's what I wanted to hear. I wanted a scientific label to put on it. We're out of here.
Quick, Nav, how much more bottom time do we have? Oh, we got 2 more hours for this.
Not me. I'm out of here in half an hour. I'll never do it again. They probably won't allow me.
Walteria sponges with isopods in them and some ophiurides. There's a black beluga coral there that looks like the petal. Sometimes you get mixed up and think they're Metallogorgia. That actually may be a Metallo, but we've seen them both here. The black coral and beluga as well as Metallogorgia. There's a Metallogorgia head. Lots and lots. Oh, big fish. Look at this guy. I just cannot believe how many fish we are seeing today.
Is that another cusk eel?
Yeah. They're a good size. And
See, after that shrimp, would he prey on that shrimp?
Nothing would be.
he might pilot.
That would be kind of interesting if we saw it actually feeding.
He is studiously ignoring me. We're going to get around here in a minute.
But you're not going to let him, are you?
Well, I don't know. He's a lot faster than I am.
I appreciate him holding still because that gives us a chance to get a decent ID on him.
Okay, we can get a little bit of zoom, please. That's good. Just come up with him here.
So, Basogygus